Welcome to Profit Channels. This is my disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and I don't give financial advice. Please consider this video entertainment. Today I am talking about Mach Natural Resources, MNR, around $13.50 right now. They have a ridiculous 17% dividend, but a nice low price to earnings of 7.02. We'll look into that in a minute. Here is our annual net income. So 23-24 is up. Quarterly, it's in a positive trend. Oil, natural gas liquids. Oil and natural gas and liquids. So I am bullish on natural gas. If we look down here at our annual cash flow, 2024 looks good. 23, not so much. Quarterly, we are pretty neutral, but our debt is going down. So short term, a little too much debt. Long term, it looks good. If I go to the statements, this is a new enough company. We're just going to look at it quarterly. Our revenue is looking pretty solid. If we go to our operating income, so currently, trailing 12 months, it looks real strong. But yeah, it's okay. It's a little down on the quarterly. I mean, everything's a little down. Let's drop down to our net income. But our net income is up. So quarter over quarter, we're seeing real strong net income. Even though our revenue is a little down, our gross profit is a little down, and our operating income is a little down. So we're having some income from discontinued operations. If I jump over to our statistics, the balance sheet. Here's our assets. It remains pretty steady quarter over quarter. Here's our liabilities, and they are down, so that is good to see. And equity is up a little bit, but it's nice to see that our, going from the billions, 1.17, down to 863 million in 2025. So I like to see that. All right, so here is our outstanding shares. So they are increasing quarter over quarter. I don't like that, but our price to earnings is as low as we have. Our price to sales is as low as we have had, and our price to cash flow is as low as we have had. So I like all of that. Return on assets is up. Return on assets, equity, and capital are all looking positive. The forecasts, we've got 7 analysts, all a strong buy. So anywhere from 30 to 75% increases. Here is the monthly chart. We've bounced off the 50 a couple times. I'm going to jump into that was the weekly chart. The daily chart, we have this nice big gap up here and one up here, but we're operating in this channel. We've been bouncing off the 200, and we have come down here below all our moving averages. On the daily, we've got a pretty bullish candle here. Let's look at our points of control real quick. So we've got medium and short-term point of control right here in this gap. We're well below. Close those back out. And Let's take this down to a 2-hour chart. So we fought with the 50 and it broke down. We're near this gap here. We've got 2 gaps on the 2-hour. We do have a downward trend line we have not broken. If I take this to the 30-minute, you can see this is Tuesday at about 1 o'clock, 12:52 Mountain Time. We were heading down and we just jumped up. I'm kind of waiting for this gap to be filled, but we'll see. Again, we have this longer term trend line, but we also could put in a shorter term trend line, something like that. I'm curious to see if this is going to, at the end of the day, just start selling off into this gap at the end of the day. So I'll be keeping an eye on it. Back to the daily. I can say let's get rid of our moving averages and our parallelogram. So I think we're moving in this channel now. It has a really nice midpoint line. It leads me to believe we'll just fill that gap. You can see down here. Just come in and fill this gap and start making our way up. But we could also have this steeper channel. It's all right. The midpoint isn't quite as strong, but this could also be our channel. Let's get rid of that. If I look at our extension from the bottom to the top here, or not extension, fib retracement, and I take this to the 4-hour chart, I think it looks better. We have these really nice lines. This out a little bit. So the 618 is pretty, the 382, the 0.5, the 786. So again, we have both of these gaps in the 786 below. We could get there. If I were to retrace from this bottom to the top right here, there we go. These are pretty nice lines. And this has us right now at the 1.272. And really all of this action is between these two, the 1272 and the 1414. So we'll see if we break down into here before we start heading up. The 1 looks good. 786 is all right. The 618, the 0.5, the 382, 236. So this is a very, I think, clean Fibonacci. Let's close this up. Now, if I were to do a short-term extension from the bottom here to the top, to this, say the bottom's right here in this gap, something like that. This is a real nice Fibonacci, not the perfect, but the 2 is right on point. The 618 has a lot of action. The 1 has a lot of touches. If I were to, and if we get in closer here, Here's the 0.5. 618 is a little messy. 786 is okay. So that's interesting. Now, if I do the Fibonacci extension from the bottom here to the top, back to where I'm saying could be a bottom. These are some nice lines we have. Here's this 382, which is really pretty. The way it touches the 0.5, it's got some action. The 618 is good. The 786. So I do like this point here, but we could come anywhere down in here, or we could get going. All right. So if I look at the parabolic SAR and the super trend on the weekly, everything's bullish. Our RSI is trying to break above the midpoint line. It's a little bullish right now, or bearish right now. MACD is crossed over to the bearish side. Same with the stochastic. If I go to the daily, we are bearish here. Pretty neutral on the RSI, pretty neutral on the MACD, trying to cross over, and the stochastic is just trying to come up. If I go down to a shorter time frame, so this is the 1 hour, so we finally got a buy signal. Our RSI is climbing over the midpoint line, and our MACD is crossed over upward, and stochastic is heading up. If I go down to the 30-minute, okay, so now we've got both buy signals, and everything's looking bullish, although our stochastic is overbought. Again, I'm going to jump in here to the 30-minute. And so we do have some downward pressure right now. And we'll see how this last hour goes. Finally, the RSI Bollinger Band, not enough data on the weekly, but the money flow is down. Squeeze momentum is down. ADX is sideways. If we take this down to the daily, we've been bouncing off our moving average in this Bollinger Band. Money flow, everything's neutral. If we go down to the 30-minute, all right, now we're coming off the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Money flow index is starting to go up, squeeze momentum's up, but no pattern here on the ADX. So I do want to see how the day closes out. There should be a good opportunity to get in here. All in all, if we look at our forecast, this is looking pretty, and the fundamentals are solid. If you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Talk to you later.